Some species are responsible for protecting the health of our marine ecosystems. The question is, what species are they, and what can we do to protect them? Keystone species are critical in maintaining ecosystem structure, controlling populations, and balancing ecosystems. Right, Laura?
Absolutely. We actually have some keystone species in this habitat. Are you ready to get in and meet them?
Seriously, I get to get in the water?
Absolutely.
I heard about a new exhibit at the Florida Aquarium in Tampa, Florida, called the Heart of the Sea. Inside this 100,000-gallon habitat, you'll notice lots of animals, and a few definitely represent the heart of the sea, because if they were removed, our marine ecosystems would be devastated.
All right. We're doing this.
What better way to learn more about these keystone species than to get wet? And after a few helpful pointers from my dive master, Matt, I took the plunge. All I noticed was definitely the sharks. And you may have guessed it, sharks are definitely a keystone species.
Sharks are basically the managers of the reef.
The next animal does a lot of good because of what they eat. Sea turtles have been around since the dinosaurs, and they love to snack on seagrasses. If we didn't have them around, we would likely see some fish and shellfish populations decrease. And with no turtles, we would have more of these stinging animals too. Our next animal does a lot more than just protect our shorelines.
In this habitat, we actually have a species of coral, a representation of coral. It's the staghorn coral that we grow out in the Florida Keys to restock our reefs. The reason that coral is a keystone species is because they're basically the reef builders. Without coral, we wouldn't have coral reefs. And coral reefs are actually a big source of oxygenation in the ocean.
Although we know that keystone species are essential to maintain life as we know it, over 100 million sharks are killed by humans every year. Over the past 50 years, we've lost over a third of the coral reef habitat due to overfishing, pollution, ocean acidification, harvesting, and disease. But there is hope. Sea turtle populations, once critically endangered, are actually on the rise due to conservation efforts and endangered species acts. To be considered a keystone species, an animal doesn't have to be the biggest or most abundant. Just like sharks, sea turtles, and corals, a keystone species must greatly impact the food webs.
Matt, that was awesome!
I get to do this every day.
Now we see that sharks, corals, and sea turtles are all keystone species, and their biggest threats are us. So we all play a role in protecting them. Remember, guys, anyone could be a scientist or an engineer with some passion, hard work, and an innate curiosity of how the world works.
Good job.
Yeah!